the lower one, we are here smelting some ore. Ore smelting sound. And I just want to start do a quick video here now to keep you updated on how far we've gotten. We still only have the same chunks, obviously, but now we're finally moved on to actually doing the smelting. And I'm 10% there. Looking at the stats, the 90 mining has been achieved. Now the rest of the mining is up to Jonti. And then we're just gonna smelt a bunch of ore. We still got roughly 360 hours left in this chunk before we roll, but that'd be so nice to do that. The thing we're gonna do in this episode is just pretty much talk about random events. We're gonna do a tier list of random events here with Jonti soon. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and I'm gonna continue, well, smelting. Talk to you then. Okay, so we're gonna make a tier list here. I'm just gonna look up the random events real quick so I can get the drops down. Starting, of course, from, well, the beekeeper. And the beekeeper currently is, it's shit. It's the worst one by far, I would say.
In terms of usefulness, yeah.
Yeah, because the only thing we get from it right now is gold. And we can't use gold. Alright, I have almost 1 million still, so I mean, I don't need gold right now. Then the next one we have is Captain Ironmen. By the way, this is I should probably clarify, this is my tier list. Jonti is then gonna make his own tier list that is more like enjoyable?
We'll see when I get to it.
Fair enough. Based on Captain Arnav, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a low C tier for Captain Arnav. The only good thing we can get from him is a gold bar. That's the only thing that's worth anything from him. So it's bad. Then we have Count Check. Count Check is actually, it's a lamp one. Automatic lamping, you get it instantly, which makes it pretty much an S tier, I would say. But at the same time, on a certain fact, I should just put it on A tier in that case. Because there's gonna be quite a few lamps here. Again, Drunken Dwarf also.
Well, it's not as easy to get a lamp from him as the genie, for example. But it
is after you set up the verification and everything.
Yeah, but for the genie you don't have.
That's true. But still, I have it set up so it's instant, so I get an instant lamp, so for me it's fine. Drunken Dwarf, also D tier. Kebab and Bear, we have better food by far, so he's also D tier. I guess he's technically C tier because we can get usable things out of him, but the usable things are shit.
We have full access to beer already, so that's not one problem.
Yeah, and we also have
Kebabs
wine.
Can be really, really good, but they have like an RNG factor to how much they heal.
Yeah, so currently the dwarf does nothing but clutter the inventory, so he's D tier. Of course, Dun's not question about it, it's S tier, just because of the Book of Knowledge. It is so good.
I can't argue with that.
Then we have Niles, Miles, and Guys, the Certers. They are actually a B tier. Mid one, because they have chance. They can give us shit stuff like coins, kebab, and spinach rolls, but they can also give us every single uncut gem, which makes them darn good. Or usable, not good is over leveling, overselling. They're useful at least.
Yeah. I have them a little bit lower, but I'll explain why later.
That's fair. But yeah, they're also B tier because they're so fast in comparison to a lot. Then we have Evil Bob, the fishing random, which is actually also a very strong B tier because I get either fishing experience or magic experience. So it's good experience, but it's not smithing experience, which I desperately need. So that's why it's on B tier. Prison Pete, on the other hand, is a low A tier because there's 1 in 2.5 chance to get a lamp of that one. And the other things you can get as well. Let me see if I can find. Prison Pete, yes. The other things you can get from it is uncut rubies and uncut diamonds, which are very good. And chaos and law runes, which are also really good. both are, everything is usable, so that's where it's still an A tier. But it gets up to an A tier. Then we have Flippa. That is a higher, it's a C tier, unfortunately, because Flippa gives you cut gems already. Like, yes, we can use them later for crafting all that. But still, it's a high C tier, in my opinion.
In terms of being useful right now, yes.
Yeah. The amount of gems you get is a lot, but still, it's not, we can't use them to that much currently. It's not worth. So, for current, this is a C tier random event. Now we have the old man. I think we're going to do all three at once. Starting with the mime one. The mime one is the worst random event that gives a lamp by far, in my opinion. It is, but it still gives a lamp. That's why it's A tier, but it's shit. It takes so long. It's so boring. Too slow.
Yeah, and you just have to lose attention for a second, and you have no clue what the mime did.
Yeah, so it's just horrible. So it's down there. It's even below Prison Pete, even though it's a guaranteed lamp. And the gift of the old man is on B tier as well. It's the same thing as you get from Miles and Giles. It's actually better than them because it's an instant gift, so you don't have to actually answer questions. It's a bit faster, a bit better. Then we have the maze random. The maze random is actually one of the best ones we can get by far.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky and roll 3 coal, I get 132 coal I can get max, I think. And that turn in return, let me see, that should be, it gives like 1,400 or up, or an extra 1,400 or no, 1,200 experience probably. There's probably going to be math on screen to actually correct my math here, but there's like 1,200 experience from just that, turning the iron ore into steel ore instead, or steel bars. So it's really, really good. Freaky Forester, it's a good lamp. Not too long, not too slow. It's good. Nothing about that. Frogs, it's a thing. It's a detail.
Yeah, it would be a lot more fun, the frogs, if they actually added something more to the drop table.
Definitely.
Because frog tokens are useless once you get 2 of them.
Yeah, and I have like 22. No, not.
Or maybe
just
if they
under
added something
20,
else you could do with the frog tokens, that could also be good.
Yeah, turn them in for something. Buy resource packs, whatever. As long as you can get something else of them, it'd be good. And well, Ginip, high A tier. Slightly better than Count Check, but pretty much the same when you got the verification activated. So those are neat as we want. Okay, moving on to Leo. I actually have 2 different Leos here, because he has a different value depending on what my current task is. For example, if I'm doing mining, and I've got a full mining inventory, almost close to full mining inventory, and I get a Leo, it is amazing. It's the lowest S tier, but it's an S tier because then I don't have to go run to the bank. Instead, I can bank at Leo, get a lamp, and just continue mining. So it's really, really good. But then again, when I switch over to start smelting and smithing bars, Leo is not as good anymore. Like, yes, I can save some run energy by banking for him, but he's still a pretty bad lamp random.
Yeah, it probably takes a lot longer to do the graves than to run.
Yeah. And I can't like take out stuff from the bank when I'm there either, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in the lamp tier instead. Pillowy Guard, probably the lowest level D tier just because we can't do it. We have to unlock the Varrock one before we can even do Pillowy Guard. Or the Varrock Square, I think, is the chunk we need to unlock. So then it would move up to B tier, but currently it's a lowest D tier. Uncompletable. Then we have Postis Pete, which is the Molly random. Which I believe was actually... Yeah, Evil Twin is actually really good. It is... I would put it at the second highest B tier, which you can get up to 4 uncut diamonds, or 2 to 4 of every single uncut gem. So it's really good. It's also dangerous because if you fail that, you get teleported into a random chunk, which means it's actually a failed chunk man. I don't care about that. And then Quizmaster is another S tier. Because Quizmaster's mystery box is technically a bankable lamp. As the mystery box in free-to-play has 1 in 6 chance to drop a lamp. So for every 6 mystery boxes I bank, I can bank them and take them out like on the last level, or the second to last level I need for the smithing grind, and I can get the most experience out of the lamps. So that's why it is the best one.
Yeah.
Rick Turpentine, same thing, it's a gift. It gives the exact same thing as the old man. Sergeant Damon, he's good. He's a lamp. Not much else to say about that. And Sandwich Lady is currently the second C tier, I would say, just because I still haven't gotten the stale baguette, so otherwise she's a pretty bloat random. Same as, well, Dwarf. That could put it.
Yeah, I think her food items are actually worse than the kebab, aside from the kebab.
Yeah, most of them. So she could be like the highest D tier, but I think she's actually the lowest C tier. It's probably where I would put her. When I get the stale baguette, which I can also get from the Quizmaster, by the way, she would just fall straight down into D.
You could maybe consider her a little bit higher if you wouldn't have access to pie shells. Since if you eat the pies that she gave, you get the shell, you get to keep the pie shell, and if you wouldn't have access to buy that from a general store, then
that's
it
true.
would definitely be considered a bit higher.
But we also have that, so she's still low C tier. But that is my tier list.
Alright.
Let me download that. Looks like that. And let's see what you want to have.
I have a little bit of a different method. Like in terms of usefulness, I don't care too much about. It's more about what they actually bring to the game. So the beekeeper, I mean, you put him at D. I'm gonna argue he belongs up in B. And it's basically just because of one single thing. There's no other way to get white boots in free-to-play. The same with the gloves, I think so. Oh yeah, gameplay-wise, he's kind of okay, but it's boring. But it's kind of boring. But those boots, they bring it up to B for me. Arnav, simple. Just honestly, Arnav doesn't have any challenge to it. It's just match the picture to the name. So
if you fail, you have to listen to him tell you the rules again, which is pretty shit.
Yeah, I think he's pretty horrible. Like in terms of like rewards, yeah, he can give the two beginner clue things you need, the necklace and the ring, and of course the gold bar. But overall, he's pretty trash there. I'm gonna put these guys straight into trash, because every time I get them, I believe I've gotten the Quizmaster and get immensely disappointed.
Not like a you issue.
Yep. Well, that's my list.
Yes, carry on.
Then Count Rainer. I mean, it's free XP. It's quick. There's like 0 gameplay to these, but just because they are free XP, they have to go in A. I guess if you judge them purely on gameplay, they would be right at the bottom. It's the lack of other gameplay you have to do brings it up. Drunken Dwarf, he kind of would be a D tier, but I'm gonna put him in C. That's mainly because I actually I have made it a point on my account to actually always take it from him and immediately eat and drink it. So he's sort of a ritual for me when I'm playing, when he shows up. And also he's also involved in a quest, which I think he's the only random event person to actually be involved in a quest.
Could be, yeah.
Aside from, I think Ricky Forrester shows up in with Forrester. He became a bit more prominent.
Another quest.
Yeah. Duns. I mean, it's a quiz. You get a nice book from it, so I think I'm gonna put it in A, but I'm gonna put him like right at top of A for now. He might go up still.
Fair enough.
The quiz is never really. I mean, when you have to do the matching game, that does bring a little bit of challenge to it. But the pick what the next thing in the pattern that's too easy. I have optimized this fishing random event so much that I can do it so goddamn quick. So I am Bob. It's an interesting gameplay actually. Like I remember when I first started playing, I found it so weird that you catch a cooked fish and then you have to cook it raw. So this one has a lot of nostalgia for me, and of course Bob is part of a huge quest in the game. So I'm putting him in S.
Huh. You know.
Because he takes part in I think is it Dragon Slayer 2?
Yeah, he dies there.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
but he's part of that quest, and he's actually a big part of it.
He's part of several quests, actually.
Yeah, and then I have no clue why Bob the Cat is doing the Prison Pete stuff, but I guess he locked Prison Pete up in there. But I actually like the Prison Pete random event because it's actually fun to do. I think I would put it based on because you can like look at the balloon animal, and if you can basically ask 2 questions and be able to identify which balloon animal to go to without having to check it multiple times. So I personally I enjoy that one, and I am actually gonna put it up here as well, just for gameplay. I'm actually gonna put these 2 down to B because they don't have any gameplay associated to them. Flippa, greater rod, but freaking awful gameplay. I'm gonna put her. Let's put her at the top of D tier. It's not fun to do the.
You click a pillar 10 times. That's
yeah, why the hell do they even call it pinball? Like, where's the ball? Are you the ball?
Probably.
I don't know. Prick a forester, kill a pheasant, turn it in. Straightforward. Good, actually a good outfit as well. The hat is. I think the hat is probably the best part of the set. So he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go above the beekeeper because he does have more interesting things going on than the beekeeper. Like a few more outfit choices. I always think about the fashion scape. The frogs, I kind of want to put them in D just because of how useless they are once you get the frog tokens you need. But they do have the fun fact of if you refuse, you get turned into a frog. You get to jump around in a small world. You can't do anything there, but you're a frog, and that's cool. So therefore, I'm gonna put him. He gets upgraded a little bit to C there.
Frog got that tier upgrade.
Yeah. Then Maze Random. I love the Maze Random. Yes, straight away to the top.
Heck yeah, that's what
it's there.
Because that's the only random you can actually help my smithing grind with.
Yeah, you can actually be good with it, and it's better now because I remember back when I played way back, you didn't actually have infinite run energy in the maze. So if you got the random when you were out of run energy, it's just tough luck. You're not gonna get shit from this. So nowadays you have infinite run energy, and it's a lot better. The mime, I'm gonna rank just below the beekeeper because of the black boots. However, the actual gameplay is so awful, so therefore it's gonna go below the beekeeper. Would almost want to put it even lower, but
that's fair.
The gift is right here next to these guys. It's just a disappointment when you're hoping to get a maze random and you get the gift.
Yeah, I've gotten so many of them lately.
Yeah, it's been insane. And for some reason they did a bug a few months back where even in members you started getting the gifts from the random. like previously you would only get mime and mace when you were on a members world, but now they never fixed it, so you still get gifts.
Yeah, was that a bug actually?
Yeah, it's freaking
just
sucks. They never fixed it. I guess they just decided it's a feature now.
Fair enough.
In terms of mining, okay, let's talk about Leo in general. Like the actual gameplay of his thing is pretty bad. It's just match the coffin and you. Yeah, I don't like the gameplay. It does have the nice thing. It has the deposit grave, so that's a good one. But sadly, I don't think you're not able to leave, right? If you don't complete the graves, or
Oh yeah, you can decide to leave. Just talk to him, say I want to go.
okay, so you could technically use this one just as a deposit, but yeah, the lamp is still way too good to pass up. In terms of the outfit is really good though. I would rank the zombie outfit. To be honest, the boots are kind of awful because they have the pointy tip. But the chest and the legs is what I'm currently using for my mining outfit because it looks like a really dirty miner. So he's gonna go. I'm gonna put him right here. The mining part of it, like depositing ores, I have actually never had it happen to me yet. That he has showed up at a good time. But it's one thing that could happen that's actually good and beneficial. And I'm just gonna put it right there next to the smithing. Doesn't really apply to me that much. So pillory guard. I think the only cool thing about the pillory guard is the fact that you can throw rotten tomatoes at people if you're on the outside when someone gets into the cage. But aside from that, it's not good. So we're gonna put it. It would be in D tier, but you can throw rotten tomatoes at people. So we'll put it up there in C. Quizmaster. I mean, I will always be happy for a quizmaster. A quizmaster, we get that you just know that you can get the stale baguette. Even if you have it, you're still happy to see him. So we're definitely putting him up there. The same. I mean, I feel like the sandwich lady should be divided in two. We have when she offers you a baguette, that's A tier, and when she doesn't offer you a baguette, that's D tier. It's like you click her and you expect and you wait to see if she says that you can have a baguette, but then she gives you something else and you're disappointed. So for the pure disappointment of that, I'm gonna put her. I think it's more towards A because it's when you actually get a baguette. It's a good feeling. Sergeant Damien, it takes a long time and it's just all you're gonna do is click the math with the correct emote. And it's kind of annoying that you have to pay attention to what he's saying. The actual dialogue. You can't just skip through the dialogue. So this one. Outfit piece is pretty okay. Pretty generic though. But it is kind of cool. But I'm going to put it after the beekeeper in terms of outfit looking good. The white boots beats out the camo for me. Rick Turpentine. Let's see. He's kind of.
That's the same as the old man. That's just a gift.
Yeah, he's just a gift. He's the same as pretty much all of these. Yeah, so you have sort of the whatever. He just gives something. This one, however, Molly. I think I will put Molly right here next to Prison Pete because these two are very similar. You look at in Prison Pete, you look at what you get from the lever. In Molly, you look at what she's wearing, and basically by looking at two things, you can determine what type of creature it is. So for the balloon animals, you look. Does it have horns, or and what does the tail look like? And sort of, you kind of have to look at the body shape. But if you can pick those two items, so you will get the right balloon animal almost every time. Same with Molly. If you look at her hair and what she wears on her legs, then you can immediately determine the twin.
That's true. Molly disappears though when you
Yeah,
go into
but
the next
you
room.
just
You can actually
when you click the door, you look at her, you look, okay, hair and legs, and then you walk in, and you will immediately see her exactly where the twin is. Yeah, that's my tier. I don't think I need to change anything here.
Probably not. It's for fun one.